Hi, I am Naresh, teaching you electrochemistry, 14th episode, continuing with electrochemical series. Last time I wrote very hastily the series. Therefore, once again I have to present it in a very simplified way, most importantly more neatly. You can see very clearly I have written all SRP values. I reiterate, I am writing all SRP values. You can write reverse of it to be SOP, but IUPAC recommendations are telling use SRP. You can see non-metal to non-metal ion 0 to -1, 0 to -1, +1 to 0 for metal. For metal, reduction is cation to metal. For non-metal, reduction is non-metal to non-metal ion. So, F2 to F minus, Cl2 to Cl minus reduction, Ag plus to Ag, I2 to I minus, once again non-metal, Cu plus 2 to Cu, metal, hydrogen +1 to 0, Sn plus 2 to Sn, Fe plus 2 to Fe, Zn plus 2 to Zn, Al plus 3 to Al, Li plus to Li. The board is very small, I cannot accommodate more than that. I can write 5-6 more also, it is always okay for me. They are all indicating that the E naught that I am representing is SRP value. What are the SRP values I wrote? 0. All these which I wrote are positive. You can see they are written in the decreasing order. These are all having positive values. I once again wanted to tell you. All non-metals will have their SRP values positive. All non-metals will have their SRP values positive. Almost all metals will have their SRP values negative. There are 6 metals. When I am saying all metals means my aim is metal ion to metal, because some metals will exist as divalent and trivalent. That conversion also will involve reduction. When I talk about almost most of the metals means, according to me, metal ion to metal, that particular reduction, if it involves that SRP, in most cases is negative, except Cu plus 2 Cu, Ag plus Ag, Au plus 3 Au, Hg plus 2 Hg, Pd plus 2 Pd, Pt plus 2 Pt. Except them, most popular aithe copper, silver, gold, mercury are the most popular metals where their SRP values are positive. Other than that, in general, SRP values of the most metals are negative. SRP values of non-metals invariably positive. For non-metal electrodes, SRP value is always positive. For metal electrodes, generally negative, except in the case of the copper, silver, gold, mercury and palladium. What is the advantage of learning this? Don't learn the values. If you are interested, learn it. But what will be the advantage of knowing this and this series? Look here. What does this 2.87 indicate? This 2.787 indicates that fluorine to fluoride, fluorine has the greatest tendency to undergo reduction. Chlorine also is converted to chloride, but its value is only 1.36. The tendency of fluorine to undergo reduction is more than chlorine, is what it is telling. This process, reduction process, is very easy up to this particular point. F2 to F minus, Cl2 to Cl minus, Ag plus to Ag, I2 to I minus, Cu plus 2 to Cu are all spontaneously occurring their positive SRPs. Tendency to undergo reduction. What does this mean? Stannous to stannic, stannous to tin, SRP is negative, indicating stannous is not interested to get reduced to tin. Similarly, Al plus 3 is not interested to get reduced to Al. That is the reason why negative values. Understood, sir? What does it mean? In all this with positive SRP, since reduction is easy, the species present on the left side, the species present on the left side is the one which undergoes what? Reduction, is a oxidizing agent. Therefore, can I now say F2 greater than Cl2 greater than Ag plus greater than I2 greater than Cu plus 2 is the reducing power, sorry, is the oxidizing power, Fluorine is the best oxidizing agent of these particular 5 of them that I wrote. Cu plus 2 is the weakest oxidizing agent of the first 5 that I have selected. Greatest tendency to undergo reduction is for fluorine. Fluorine is the best oxidizing agent. Of these 5, least tendency to undergo reduction, Cu plus 2, weakest oxidizing agent. Thus, in the given series, the best oxidizing agent is fluorine. Best oxidizing agent is fluorine. Best oxidizing agent is fluorine. Then the question, what about this? What shall we call? How to do problems? I will tell you. What is this indicating? Stannous, ferrous, Zn plus 2, Al plus 3, Li plus. All have negative SRPs. Least tendency to undergo reduction, Li plus. Least tendency to undergo reduction, Li plus. Compare only this. Better tendency to undergo reduction, compare it in these 5. Best, greatest tendency to, this is also negative, Sn plus 2 has a better tendency to undergo reduction compared to Li plus. So, what are these? Sn plus 2, Fe plus 2, Zn plus 2, Al plus 3, Li plus are all not at all good oxidizing agents because their tendency to undergo reduction is not there because their SRPs are negative. They are all very poor. They are not at all oxidizing agents. They never like to be oxidizing agents. Tell me, in this case, can I say if Li plus to Li is most difficult, can I now say the reverse is easy for lithium? Li plus to Li most negative, Li to Li plus will be most positive. So, Li plus to Li is what? Reduction. Li to Li plus what? Oxidation. Tell me, on this basis, from this series, who is the best reducing agent? Reducing agent should undergo oxidation very easily. Anything which has the greatest tendency to undergo oxidation must have least, highest SOP, least SRP. In this series, which has least SRP, Li plus to Li. Therefore, Li plus is the worst oxidizing agent, Li is the best reducing agent. Do you agree with me? Li plus to Li is negative, means Li plus to Li is negative, indicating lithium ion has no tendency to undergo reduction at all. It is the weakest, worst oxidizing agent. But reverse, Li gives Li plus 3.05 volts. Lithium has a greatest tendency to convert to Li plus. Lithium undergoes oxidation very easily. Therefore, the best reducing agent from the data given to you from the series is lithium. Can I now say like this? In this particular series, left hand species is undergoing reduction. Therefore, right hand species must undergo oxidation. So, all the species present on the left hand side must be we should talk about their oxidizing power only. For all the species on the right hand side, we should talk about their reducing power only. Based on that, I am telling you, F2 to F minus is the best. Fluorine is the best oxidizing agent. Li plus is the worst oxidizing agent from the data. All these things are what? These are all oxidizing agents. Reverse will be what? Oxidation. Ante what are these species? Reducing agent. Fluoride ion is the worst reducing agent. Lithium is the best reducing agent. I repeat, the process is reduction. Species undergoing reduction are on the left side, oxidizing agents. Reverse is oxidation. They are reducing agents. No problem kada. Tell me, the one which has the greatest tendency to undergo reduction, F2. F2 is the best oxidizing agent. Best oxidizing agent means what? F2 to F minus is easy. Why means what? F minus to F2 is the toughest. Means the worst reducing agent should be F minus. If F2 is the best oxidizing agent, F minus should be the most, I can say the worst reducing agent. Similarly, Li plus Li. Negative SRP, highest negative value is there, highest negative, and mathematically least value, means Li plus has the least tendency to undergo reduction, means what? It is the worst oxidizing agent. Li plus, worst oxidizing agent. Reverse, greatest tendency for the reverse reaction. Li has the greatest tendency to undergo oxidation. Lithium is the best reducing agent. Conclusion, F2 best oxidizing agent from the given values, Li best reducing agent. To understand this as a problem, you can always take an example. Given are the four. If anybody is asking what is the oxidizing power? Oxidizing power or oxidizing agent is the one which has the greatest tendency to undergo reduction. Which has the greatest tendency to undergo reduction. Plus 1.36, all are SRPs, plus 1 to 0, plus 2 to 0, 0 to minus 1, 0 to minus 1, SRPs. Highest SRP, greatest tendency. Second rank, third rank, fourth rank. Therefore, who is the best oxidizing agent? Oxidizing agents are always the ones which undergo reduction. Oxidizing agents are always the ones which will undergo reduction. Therefore, these four order I should write, means Cl2 greater than, I2 greater than, Mg plus 2 greater than, Na plus. Cl2 greater than, I2 greater than, Mg plus 2 greater than, Na plus is the oxidizing power or the tendency to undergo reduction. Reducing power is reducing power talked about for the left hand species which undergo reduction? No. We should talk about reducing power for the right hand species because the reverse is called oxidation. So, reverse exactly. For our convenience, better I write Na to Na plus, Mg to Mg plus 2, Cl2 to Cl minus to Cl2, I minus to I2, minus 1.36 minus 0.54 plus 2.37 plus 2.71. Same values I reversed only because for you to understand better. Therefore, now tell me who has the greatest tendency to undergo oxidation? Number 1 rank, number 2 rank, number 3 rank, number 4 rank. So, now tell me what is the correct order of reducing power? Na greater than, Mg greater than, I minus greater than, Cl minus. Na greater than, Mg greater than, I minus greater than, Cl minus. Look here, Na, Mg, I minus, Cl minus. We talked about oxidizing power for the left hand species. We are talking about reducing power for the right hand species. This is a very important point. The best, some people say, best reducing agent will have most negative SRP. The best oxidizing agent will have highest positive SRP. Because everything is talked in terms of SRP, we talk. If you want to reverse it, you reverse this and talk about SOP also. I wanted to tell one more point. Based on this, let the information be like that. Let sodium and magnesium. I am constructing a galvanic cell. When I construct a galvanic cell, what will be the spontaneous reaction occurring at sodium? What will be the spontaneous reaction at magnesium when a galvanic cell is constructed between them? SRP at sodium minus 2.71. SRP at magnesium minus 2.37. At cathode, reduction spontaneously occurs. At anode, oxidation spontaneously occurs. SRP high means cathode, low means anode. Tell me which is having lower SRP of these two? Sodium electrode. Since SRP is high for this, low for sodium, naturally sodium electrode will become anode, magnesium electrode will become cathode. So a spontaneous cell constructed between sodium and magnesium will have the reaction Na giving Na plus electron, Mg plus 2 giving Mg. This is the spontaneous reaction always. Spontaneous reaction always. Therefore, by knowing the SRP values, not only that you can actually find out the oxidizing power, reducing power, but also select which can act like cathode and which can act like anode. Common sense. Suppose I am taking Cu plus 2 Cu as 0.34 volts, Zn plus 2 Zn as minus 0.76. You recollect? This is what is our Daniell cell. Now you see there, what is actually the anode? What is cathode? Higher SRP, copper, cathode. Lower SRP, zinc, anode. Yes, Zn undergoes oxidation, cupric ion undergoes reduction. That is what is the importance of this electrochemical series. Did you get me? Suppose hydrogen's value is how much? 0. These two I am constructing. Tell me, this is for what? SHE. Tell me, 0 minus 0.76. A cell is constructed which is having higher SRP, 0 is greater. So hydrogen electrode, standard hydrogen electrode will act like standard hydrogen electrode will act like cathode. Zinc electrode acts like anode. No. I want to construct standard hydrogen electrode and a copper electrode. 0 for standard hydrogen electrode plus 0.34 for copper electrode. Therefore, copper electrode acts like cathode and hydrogen electrode acts like anode. And never forget, oxidation always at anode, reduction always at cathode are the spontaneous processes occurring. Sometimes the question may not be very great, minus 2.71 plus minus 0.76 plus 0.34 volts are given, A, B, C. They don't ask properly. The most active is, actually this is not a proper question. This series is called as activity series. Generally, greatest negative value is said to be the most active. So the best reducing agent is being asked. The best reducing agent is the one which has least SRP value. Buttify, no need to buttify. Best reducing agent. Greatest tendency to undergo oxidation. Least tendency to undergo reduction. Least tendency to undergo reduction is most negative SRP. Therefore, this is the best reducing agent. I repeat, which of the following is the best reducing agent? They don't give M plus M, X plus M plus 2, X plus 2, X minus 2. They don't give. A, B, C are 3 electrodes. How to proceed there? Greatest negative value, least SRP indicates what? Least tendency to undergo reduction. Least tendency to undergo reduction is what? Greatest tendency to undergo oxidation. Anything which undergoes oxidation is a reducing agent. Thus, the one with the least SRP is the best reducing agent. A greater than, B greater than, C is the reducing power. A greater than, B greater than, C is the best is the reducing power. Okay, sir, understood. Sir, suppose if they give Fe plus 2 Fe minus 0.44 volts, Mg plus 2 Mg minus 2.7 volts, Zn plus 2 Zn minus 0.76 volts, and ask you some question. Can Mg plus 2, is this reaction spontaneous or not? Is the question. What is the meaning of this reaction spontaneous or not? Means, can Mg plus 2 get oxidized, can get reduced to Mg? Can zinc get oxidized to Zn plus 2 is the question. So, how to do these type of problems? How to do these type of things? Only take these two. What are these two? These two. Now, what is the spontaneous process that you have to take? These two are being coupled. When they got coupled, which has the higher SRP? Higher SRP. Forget about this for certain time. Higher SRP. When higher SRP is there, it has a greater tendency to undergo reduction. So, at a zinc electrode, what should be the spontaneous process? Because of higher SRP, reduction should be spontaneous. Means Zn plus 2 to Zn should be spontaneous. Automatically, obviously, what should be spontaneous when connected to zinc electrode in a magnesium case? It should be exactly reverse. Mg gives Mg plus 2. Thus, we should decide the spontaneity. Thus, Zn plus 2 plus Mg gives Zn plus Mg plus 2. This is spontaneous. But what did I give? Can this reaction occur? I am asking you. No. This is a non-spontaneous reaction. Cannot occur. I can ask the same question differently. Now, can I now say Zn plus 2 can oxidize Mg? Yes. Zn plus 2 is oxidizing Mg to Mg plus 2, but Zn cannot reduce Mg plus 2 to Mg. Zn cannot reduce Mg plus, this is non-spontaneous, this is spontaneous. We got it as spontaneous. Did you understand or not? Why did we say this is spontaneous? Once again I repeat, SRP value both are negative. Higher SRP is for zinc, less negative, higher value. More negative, lesser value. So, therefore, higher SRP, reduction is spontaneous at zinc. Oxidation naturally should be spontaneous at magnesium when they are combined with each other. Very good. This is spontaneous. But I am asking whether this is spontaneous. No. When Zn plus 2 plus Mg gives Zn plus Mg plus 2 is spontaneous. How can this be spontaneous? Non-spontaneous. Zinc cannot reduce Mg plus 2. In other words, Mg plus 2 cannot oxidize zinc. Means Zn plus 2 can oxidize Mg. Means Mg plus 2 can reduce Zn plus 2. Mg reduces Zn plus 2 to Zn. Zinc cannot reduce Mg plus 2 to Mg. Mg reduces Zn plus 2 to Zn. Zn cannot reduce Mg plus 2 to Mg. Another one. Zn plus 2 oxidizes Mg to Mg plus 2. Zn plus 2 oxidizes Mg to Mg plus 2. Mg plus 2 cannot oxidize Zn to Zn plus 2. Mg plus 2 cannot oxidize Zn to Zn plus 2. These are all some beautiful points. Some people ask the same question as, I have a copper sulfate solution I am actually stirring it with aluminum spoon. What happens? I am stirring it with aluminum spoon. What happens? Very simple. What happens means you should always say Al plus Cu plus 2 gives Al plus 3 plus Cu. He is asking indirectly, can this occur or not? Can this occur or not? To understand that, Al plus 3 to Al value minus 1.66. Cu plus 2 to Cu value plus 0.34. Which is the spontaneous, which is having higher SRP? This is having higher SRP, higher SRP, high SRP. Therefore, what is spontaneous at this place? Cu plus 2 to Cu is spontaneous. Then naturally, what should be spontaneous here? Al to Al plus 3. This is the spontaneous reaction. What did I give? The same. Oh, when I actually take this reaction and this reaction are one and the same. Therefore, if you use aluminum spoon to stir copper sulfate solution, a reaction occurs, due to which aluminum dissolves in the solution and forms Al plus 3 by undergoing oxidation. At the same time, some cupric ion reduces to copper and deposits on aluminum spoon. I repeat, when I am using aluminum spoon to stir copper sulfate solution, there is an issue. Why? Because it says the reaction is spontaneous. Therefore, some reaction pakka occurs. Aluminum spoon starts dissolving and forming aluminum ions into the solution. The cupric ions that are present in the solution get deposited as copper on the aluminum spoon. So, when you use that particular spoon, aluminum spoon for copper sulfate, pakka there is a reaction occurring because the process is spontaneous. Ulta. What happens if copper spoon is used to stir aluminum ion solution? Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Nothing will, because the reverse reaction is non-spontaneous. You can use a copper spoon to stir aluminum sulfate without any reaction, but it is not possible for you to stir a copper sulfate solution using aluminum spoon because a reaction occurs due to oxidation of aluminum and reduction of cupric ion. Thank you very much.